It was a good question though. Like when I was thinking about it, like why do we open up to strangers and not people that we've been close to? A lot of times the people that's closest to us intentionally judge us. For sure, for sure. So I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago with a friend, and excuse the mess by the way, cause I'm in my kids' room right now, so I'm trying to organize their closet and fold all their clothes and hang them up and stuff like that. So that's why I'm sitting on the floor and doing this stuff. So before I get home from school. So, but yeah. So I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago with a friend, and she was explaining to me how she don't feel like she can just be honest, like completely honest with her significant other. And it's like I'm like, damn, you know what? I've been in you know me, I don't judge. Who am I? Because I feel like I can't judge nobody for nothing. Because shit, I done been in all kind of situations. So I feel like you know, I can understand where you're coming from. You know, because and I'm like, but why do we do that as humans? You know, why do we like? I meet people all the time who it's their first time meeting me, and they just tell me everything about their life at that moment, like that they got going on. They'll break down and cry or something. I'm like, damn. You know, why do we feel the need that we can talk to strangers? We can talk to strangers and be more open with strangers than we can with the people that's actually in our life at the moment, you know? And I'm like, I think that just mean if it gets to that point to where you can't be transparent with somebody that you with and just straight up like you with the wrong person. You with the wrong person. You with the wrong person. Or I would say you should try to just be open with them, be honest with them. If someone can't, the right person's gonna always accept you for who you are. But also it showed me that a lot of these relationships that we build over time, a lot of these relationships that we get into, they usually built on the wrong platforms. And what I mean by that is when you first meet somebody, you should just be transparent about who you are, what you like to do. Even if you got some kinky habits or some bad habits, and you like this and you like that they probably wouldn't be too fond of, you should just tell them straight up if that's the situation. Because if not, you're just gonna end up killing yourself in the long run. Especially if you know it's a habit that you're not gonna stop. You know, like say if I met a woman who I already feel like majority of women, and maybe this is just my, I don't know what you want to call it, but I feel like majority of women I come across nowadays got a nigga in the back of their mind that they gonna run to when shit hit the fan within that relationship. And if I feel like if you know you have that dude that you gonna go back to every time something get tough, then I would just be transparent about that. Like I personally wouldn't deal with it. However, I would respect a woman for telling me, so I wouldn't cross a certain boundary with her, and I wouldn't expect a certain amount of like loyalty from her. Now, if I decide to deal with her, that's my choice, but I wouldn't deal with her on that level. You know what I mean? But I would still respect her, and I would still be able to deal with her, not past a certain level, but just be cool with her because the fact she's being honest with me. You know, the fact she's being honest with me. However, I say that to say like I don't know why we create this like invisible wall of, I guess like on the other side of the wall is like transparency, you could say, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I will say I've done that before myself too. And I will say looking at it from a mature perspective, it's very, very selfish. I can't blame the person that's not accepting me for me. I would have to blame myself at the time, like, yo, for not being transparent or for getting in a situation where with someone that's not going to accept me for who I am, if that makes sense. That makes sense? I hope so. So I feel like your relationship should be built on that. It should be built on just being excuse me, just being who you are and being honest about that. And even if you changing throughout your relationship when you with somebody, you should be able to just be honest and just tell them that. And if someone is putting that unneeded pressure on you, just tell them that. Be like, I feel like I want to be honest about who I am and things like that, but I can't because you don't allow me to do that without pressuring me. And that is a tough feeling though, because you got people out there who don't accept honesty. You know, who gonna bash you for it, or who gonna tell you you ain't shit, or you this or you that. You know what I mean? But I would just say, like, just remove them people from your life. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you with somebody and you can't be honest with them, at the end of the day, because your partner should be your friend as well. Your partner should be the one who accepts you and accepts everything that you're honest about. And if not, you need a different partner. You know, I would say that. However, there are certain things that when you get into a relationship that you might have to change about yourself. You know, you might have to. Some things is unacceptable, and I think that that's just a conversation before you decide to commit to someone. Excuse me. You gotta have that conversation. Like, what's the deal breaker? Like, what's the deal breaker? Like, what is it, something that you not into? That, like, what's all bets are off if this happened? You know what I mean? Or if you carry yourself this way, I can't deal with it. And I think a lot of people just aren't transparent about who they are. A lot of people don't even know who they are. And that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I feel like you you should take the time to learn yourself before you commit to somebody. I feel a victim of that too, you know, before in life. Especially, like I say, in my younger 20s, I was a whole different person. So I was selfish at the time because it was more so I didn't want to lose the person, so I was afraid to be honest about who I was. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? About maybe certain things that I was into and that I knew they probably wasn't gonna rock with at the time. So, but I say it's a form of selfishness, to be honest. Just be yourself and these damn hangers. Damn. Just where the hell these hangers go? I ain't tripping. Excuse me. My bad, but yeah, just be yourself at the end of the day and just be transparent from the beginning. I feel like, you know, the way around that is build the relationship. It's not that we can't be honest with who we're with and we can only be honest with strangers. It's more so we shouldn't be with the people in the first place we can't be honest with. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like it is. And it's something so simple, but I definitely understand it. I definitely get it. Because you don't want to lose that person. So it's like you want them, but you want other things as well. Not to say you want other people, but you might want other things that feed your addiction. I guess you could say you want things that you're addicted to. That feeds the need to please you in other ways. And I'm not saying it's other people. It could be just other habits. It could be drinking. It could be smoking. It could be spending money. You know that you have bad habits with. You know what I mean? So, and that you can't be honest with them about. So I would just say, just be honest and trust me. Like, you're not alone. I get it. You know, and it was a good question though. Like, when I was thinking about it, like, why do we open up to strangers and not people that we've been close to? A lot of times the people that's closest to us intentionally judge us. For sure. Family members, they gonna judge. Parents, they gonna judge. Shit like that. You know what I mean? But when in reality, who are they to judge? Nobody's perfect at the end of the day. So, just another little rant. Y'all drop in the comment section if you've ever... Like, I always open up the comment section. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Whatever y'all want to say in the comment section. Just speak your mind. Have you ever been in that situation where you was dating someone that you felt you couldn't be transparent with, but at the same time you kept them around? You know, I'll talk about it in the comment section. Let me know.
Way past the speed limit. Or maybe I should just slow it down. Plus, not too many cars out. Shit looking like a ghost town. Plus, I done took about 5 shots. From eating counters with one time. Young black with tattoos. They look at me like it's lunchtime. Same way I like to look at